I was living at my in-laws' house, and I had an Xbox set up there. And as I've said before, my in-laws are Albanian. And my father-in-law, I showed him how to use the Xbox, and he does this, like, he watches like YouTube on it, and I set up some Albanian things for him and stuff on the Xbox. So when we were moving out, he came up to me, he's like, so when are you gonna take the Xbox? And then in my mind, I'm like, that's him saying, like, I let you live here for free for the last 3 fucking years, so why don't you leave your fucking Xbox? So I left the Xbox. Then my wife went to Germany, and when she went to Germany, I went out and I bought a used Xbox One. The first one was broken, had to return it. Then I returned it and got a new Xbox One, and then everything's working, doing fine. And then the TV I had it plugged up to died. So now I'm fucking stuck.
Okay,
again.
Can we talk about how boring this fucking story is?
Yep, thank you. Yep, all right,
okay,
that was great. Very good. So back to you.
Matt's Xbox's TV doesn't work. I think this is what's really important. We have a beautiful woman on the show, but Matt's PlayStation and his TV doesn't work.
I had to get it out there, guys. It's not it's not for me, it's for everybody. Everyone was dying to hear that story.
We
but
all
either
struggle,
way,
you know?
Yeah. So Adreena. So okay. So what was it like though? You said before you dated a cameraman. Like, what was it like dating someone that was in the industry? Like, well, I guess he was in it, pseudo in it. He's in a production aspect where, like, he doesn't just exclusively shoot, X-rated stuff. He's shooting like whatever. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I guess because he was on set filming other people, he kind of got it that it wasn't, it is what it is. It's not. Yeah.
And then so when you're with your now partner, is this topic come up where it's you obviously will go to work and you'll be with other men and things like that? Does in his mind
and women it's 2020.
You are so right and I am so wrong. Yes, thank you.
Most of them,
but you'll go to work and do your thing at work, but then does that is he allowed to do that also, or is that something you draw the line at, or is there rules to that, or are you just
so this is always people kind of a bit like, because I would consider us to be in a monogamous relationship. I know it, like, it's weird because obviously I'm going off and having sex with other guys, but in my mind that's like,
it's work.
Yeah. Like, I have had open relationships before, and I'm open to it, but yeah, we're just very monogamous apart from my work.
That's all. No, honestly, this says a lot about him and his confidence in himself. So you should be hey, good for you and good for him.
Probably has a big dick.
I mean, I'm assuming. For those listening, that's a yes. So nice. Okay, so then let's talk about it. So you said you got into the industry when you were in university, and you were dating someone at the time. And you told him that you wanted to get into it. Do you have like a reason why you wanted to get into it, or?
So I was already kind of doing photo shoots and modeling and stuff then, and I was kind of doing like rope bondage and fetishy type stuff at the time. I kind of met him in that sort of capacity. He was a photographer, but then I was getting approached by porn sites to ask if I'd shoot for them. So I was like, do I want to do that? Obviously the money's much better.
Oh wow.
And I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. So.
Have you always been kind of a free spirit like that, where it's like, I mean, I'm gonna do what makes me happy and what I want to do and fuck the world kind of thing?
Yeah. I didn't realize that was unusual until probably like my mid-20s, but yeah.
Honestly, I wish I had the strength to do that, and the courage, and also the capacity, because I don't. I'm not Adreena's boyfriend, if you know what I mean. So
there's a market for everyone. All you need is the confidence to do it.
Yeah.
There is a market. Yeah.
Well, does everyone
People like hairy men?
I was just gonna say, do you like guys that if I took off my shirt, I'd still have a sweater on, and I'm 5'11"? So where's that market? You know what I mean?
Oh, I like that. I like a hairy chest.
Oh, I love a hairy chest.
It's not just
I love a hairy chest.
Guys, it's not just the chest. It's the everything. Legit. I'm like the werewolf under here. It's a
You
lot.
like a hairy back.
It's a hairy back, front, bottom, and sides, guys. It's all there. So okay, let's keep it moving. So you're just like, hey, you're already so you said you're doing like the bondage and stuff and the tying, like how's that? Because
Bondage.
I'm not
Let's
gonna lie.
talk about bondage.
Let's
Oh my
talk about
God,
it, guys.
girl.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Girl, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I would
Is
love
it
to talk about it.
is it as
Please. I
painful
love
as it
it.
looks like? Whoa.
And it's not painful. Like people love it.
Yeah, it
Good.
shouldn't be.
I love it. I love it.
It's like a big hug. Like it's just that kind of like restrictive,
Yeah.
secure kind of. Yeah, it's nice.
You just
Well,
have to be around people that are doing it right and
Yeah.
are trustful and yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I've seen some where I was like, that's gotta be painful, you know?
No,
Like,
no,
I mean, there
I
are
like
sadistic people that probably are trying to make it painful, but it doesn't have to be.
yeah, all right. Yeah, good for you. Nice. All right. So yeah, you were doing like tasteful, but like I've seen it where they've tied it so tight it looks like someone's boob's gonna pop off. And I'm like, that can't be fun. That can't
Yeah,
be
it's
fun
called
for anybody.
cupcaking. It's a bit of a weird.
Cupcaking? It has a
Yeah.
name.
Okay, so yeah.
That's honestly, I totally see it when you say it. That you mentioned, I was like, that was right in my face this whole time.
but
you know?
where do we get the frosting?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess that's.
I mean, you know,
yeah.
it's like the frosting.
Yeah, I guess that's an industry secret. Okay, so then you move. So what was it like starting getting into the industry?
So my first scene was for a company called Pure Triple X, which was probably one of the bigger production companies in the UK at the time. So it was proper like crew, makeup, like tons and tons of people. And my scene was a spoof boy band documentary where I was the choreographer. So it was like in this sports hall. It was freezing. And yeah, I had to keep.
Guys.
Yeah, I know, right? I had to keep one of the guys back for some extra tuition because he wasn't really quite picking up the choreography.
Whoa.
Yeah.
loving this idea. So it's a boy band idea. And you got, honestly, when you said boy band, I was like, her first shoot's going to be a gangbang? That's pretty tough. But apparently, okay, so it was, you had one guy there, right? Like, so you were there, and the story was like, you're going to keep one guy back for some extra tutoring, and he's like a member of the boy band. Was he the shy one? Was he the outgoing one? Was he the funny one? Like, I mean, they all have a type. Was he like a Gary Barlow?
Oh, it was so long ago now. I don't remember. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
maybe slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, good for all right. So that, I mean, is that normal though? Because you're saying it's like there's lights, there's videographers, there's hair and makeup, like all of that. Like, you know, I guess you've heard things about like these shoots where there can be definite ones that are not as professional. And like you kind of show up and it can be kind of like daunting, but you showed up and it was like you're on like a pro shoot right away.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Yeah. Fortunately. Yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. So then you did that, and like when you did your first one, were you hesitant to continue, or were you like, this is for me, I am a pro at this?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, there was no hesitation.
Nice. Good for you. See, you find what you do, you know, you do what you love, and you never work a day in your life, guys. I've been telling you this since day one. You know what I mean? So yeah. So okay. So then when you're starting out though, like that, like now you've kind of developed into, you have like